Freaking Friday. Man, YouTube changed this again, bro. I get a countdown and everything, and I get this new thing right here that I'm gonna just move to the side if I'm able to. Okay, all right, that's cool. But what's good? What's good? What's shaking bacon? Was the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve. You heard me. You already know here in Southern California, it's another warm day. Not as clear and sunny, but nonetheless a beautiful day to be out and about. Unless you're like me, stuck at work, then we just right here chilling. I did drop a new video on my other channel. For those who are curious, scope out that one, right? Um, it's funny. I wanted to talk about something related to the whole P Diddy incident, right? Where a lot of people were saying that a lot of celebrities were in on it, right? Because of people that have attended P Diddy's parties, right? So they must be in the loop too, right? And the thing is that with these kind of individuals, the way they've been able to get away with their crime for so long, meaning like Diddy, like Epstein and all that, is that they're not stupid. So they don't let everybody know, and not everybody that's there knows what's going down, right? He knows how to pick and choose and select by just having dialogue with individuals. He's smart enough to understand that, okay, this person would be down, this person wouldn't be down. So he picks and chooses, who to let this information known to, right? That way, whenever the people leave, right, the party, only the devious ones are remaining, right? He only lets those individuals know. Same thing with Epstein, right? So only he picks and chooses who to, let in on his uh, devious behaviors. Same with Epstein, bro. They pick and choose, who's like them and who's not like them. Because, you know, that is how it works, right? These individuals are not the only ones that behave these type of, behaviors. They are aware that others are out there like them. So they just have to find them out. So that's what that is all about, right? They just, you know, they pretty much they're just, testing the waters. Cuba, happy Friday, Holmes. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Ya está. Órale, eso es todo. What's cracking like in Sal? What you getting yourself into, Ishi? Do you think World War III will happen? Maybe. Now, that's not 100% guaranteed that it will happen, right? But there's a potential chance that it could happen, right? Um, let's just hope that these people, keep their cools and it doesn't, right? But the chances of it potentially happen, are a lot higher than not. What up, bro? Shot 13, eso es todo. What's cracking like in Hazer? You getting yourself into, my boy? Palestine, yeah. Especially with all the wars. I mean, that's why people always are concerned whenever there's war anywhere, bro, like in any country. Because what ends up happening is that a lot of these countries are in bed with each other, meaning by that is a lot of these countries have a partnership, right? Like, if don't trip, if anybody attacks you, we got your back. So a lot of these people work like that, right? So anytime one country goes to war, then their allies will come and back them up. So then now you have to back them up, and it creates that domino effect, right? That's why that whole Ukraine incident, the whole Israel incident, that's why all of that is like nerve wracking, because then countries have to get involved, and then it potentially could create World War III. That's why you never want to see no countries at war, because then other countries come and defend because they have to, because they have a partnership, and bam, that's all it literally takes to create World War III. You know, and nobody wants a fucking war like that, right? Because it affects everybody. You know, financially wise, physically wise, loved ones wise, but it affects people. Orale, I send my info. What's good, Farmero? Likewise, my boy. What's going on like it, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? What you eat today? I'm eating some beef stew with fried. Eso es todo, carnal. No, hombre. Puro de lo bueno. Yo puro my donas. Do you snore? I think I do snore. I haven't touched you. UNC. My homie stepdad from passed away. R.I.P. to the vato and his family. Hey, yeah, that's right, bro. Send my condolence. That cabrón. Be crazy out there. Getting ready for work. Payday. That's right, homie. Motivation. Woo woo. Well, shout out to your homies, stepdad, bro. I know a lot of homies from Florence. A lot of my Jaina's family's from Florence. Está cabrón. Um, yeah, but I had some Maidonas. Yeah, but nobody wants to see no World War III, bro. You know, not even these countries themselves, as reckless as they like to talk, and make threats. They really don't want to go down that route. They just like to, how could I say, they just like to, flex, right? Hoping that will intimidate people to back off. The cops still think you're from when you went to Nah, they don't assume, right? I mean, every time I get harassed, they always, ask where I'm from, right? Like, they don't just assume that I'm from, like, neighborhoods, right? But as soon as they run the name, like, bro, you ran my name, then you already know what it is, bro. Everything should still be on there, right? Nothing's changed. you know, Acting like they don't know. As soon as they run your ID, they already know who the fuck you are. Everything should pop up. Well, at least if you're a homie and been busted before, then everything should still be on there. It's like, damn, bro, can't even come and eat tacos now or what? Shit. Nah, but some hudas are dicks like that, bro. And I get it, it's against, your rights and stuff like that, but they don't give a fuck, bro. They'll violate whatever the fuck you think your rights are. Because at the end of the day, who are the people going to believe? The cops or you, right? And they're aware of that, right? So they take full advantage. Like, yeah, right, this fucking lying gang member lying on them, bro. Why would the cops lie? Like, yeah. Great video on the YouTube live. Yeah, bro, it's just, my honest opinion, because that is how it works. Because I do get individuals that come and, spin some narratives and tell some tales. And I'm just like, bro, like, don't believe just because you heard it from somebody who has a lot of views and subscribers that what they're saying is facts, bro. You know what I mean? But they're aware that people take that shit as facts. That's why they're able to do it. Because they know that people only go based off of views and subscribers, right? Like, and how big they are, that they'll believe them, right? Like, why would I have to lie? Look at all the subscribers and viewers I have. There's no need for me to lie. It's an easy card to play, bro. But you already know that that's just lies, bro. Like, just because you have a big following or views or even money does not mean you're right, bro. But that's what people go based off of, right? Because that's the illusion that has been fed down to people. That's why people think that that's why people thought that Elon Musk was a fucking genius, bro. Then when you actually watch the documentary on him, you're like, wait, man, I thought this fool was intelligent. Like, I know. Because of his wealth, that's why you thought that. Because of his bank account, that's why you thought that. That's why. That's why they thought Donald Trump was a good businessman, because of his bank account. It's not good to judge a book by its cover, bro. Including if it's like in a positive way. Cops portray themselves as saints, good teachers, but superhero. Yeah, when they're not all like that. Not to say that they're all evil, but not all of them are good either, right? They are humans just like anybody else. What's your favorite Pokemon? Snorlax. Yours. Truth. Are you? What up, SA? What's cracking lagging? Wanna doggy style later and sniff each other spots. Are you one of those? What you may call it? What are those people called? Damn, I forgot their names. Furries or fairies or what else is it? The people that think that they're animals. What is it? Flurries? I forgot the name of them. I randomly ran into the channel called Red Supreme TV. It's a racist channel ran by the brothers. It's crazy that he says that but cry victim every time. But yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Just that individual, like certain individuals think like that, right? Like to say that the brothers are this way just because this individual displays those behaviors or that individual doesn't mean that they speak in behalf of all the brothers, right? Like I have said this plenty of times on my channel, there is brothers that are racist. There is brothers that don't like Mexicans. But to say now because these brothers say these things and display these behaviors that all of them are like that or they all think like that is reckless too. You know what I mean? Same with the Mexicans. There's Mexicans that dislike blacks, but to say that now all Mexicans are like that because these guys are like that is reckless, you know? That's with any ethnicity because individuals don't speak in behalf of ethnicities, right? And don't think for us either, right? People could only share their opinions and their thoughts, right? So they only speak in behalf of themselves. They don't get to speak in behalf of groups, right? And it would be reckless to think so, you know, to think that, oh, these individuals are all like that because these fools are like that. That's what a racist is, bro. You know, you're judging a whole entire group based off of your interactions with certain individuals. And, you know, that's not right. You know, that goes with any ethnicity, you know, like just because you had some bad experiences or some moments with certain people, you don't get to brand that ethnicity like that, right? Because of your encounters. Because they're not all the same. They don't all think the same. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people tend to do. They grab their experiences with certain individuals and now they hate the whole entire group because of that, right? When is that so petty and reckless? Like, nah, they're all like that, bro. Trust me, I have had interactions with these guys, bro. They have all treated me like that. Like, you have interactions with every black person? Well, no, not every black person. You just said it with all of them. Well, I just meant with like some. Oh, so some is now all? Right? It's not, right? Because there's Mexicans that are pedophiles and devious individuals. So does that mean that all Mexicans are like that? Like, let's say these individuals had experiences with just these individuals. They molested their kids. Does that mean that it's right now for them to see all Mexicans as pedophiles? It wouldn't be, right? So recklessly to say those things about another group based off of your interactions, isn't that as reckless as to say this? You get what I mean? Like, people just don't get to do that because it's not right. That's why a lot of people hate Donald Trump, because Donald Trump said all Mexicans are rapists and drug dealers just because of what? Some individuals that are drug smugglers and that have these characteristics, that they're all like that? That is so reckless, right? And that's the fucking ex-president right there saying these fucking stupid shits. Like, how are you going to be so reckless and say some comments like that, bro? Especially when you're the one running the fucking country, bro. That is so stupid. Shadow, do you see the new clip of females and his name and his daughter? His daughter's pregnant. Nah, I didn't, bro. Oh, but his daughter's already grown up. No, isn't she already big? She's like, should be in her 20s, no? Or some shit like that. Or shit, maybe even her 30s. Hey, bro. Do you believe in Christ Jesus? Yeah, I believe Jesus was a real person. Am I religious? No. Do I believe in God? No. Do I believe Jesus was a real person? Yes. Now, how could that be possible? Well, not everything's connected like that, right? Looks weird. Does he? Can I sub? Yeah, if you want. Are you going to the Dodger game? When? I'll probably hit a Dodger game, but I just don't know which one yet. Brown Bears. What cartel are you in? I ain't in no cartel, bro. Black Bears are good runners. Are they? Well, polar bears are good swimmers. And what, grizzly bears are the biggest, no? Out of all of the bears? I'm 14. Is it fine if I sub to you? You're 14. Is it fine if I sub to you? My content probably wouldn't be appropriate for you, my guy. Wait, if you're 14, how are you on my content? I have it set for underage people can't be on my content, so how are you on here? That's a real question. Fact Shadow, but they've been going on a rampage after the Raza channels asking why other Razas doesn't call them out I just think it's hypocritical. But see, that's the thing though. Like to hold, like I said in my video, to hold everybody accountable for what other people say is reckless too, right? That's like if I was to say that how come black people aren't being held accountable for whatever some other black person says, right? Like that would be stupid and reckless, right? To say. Um, and not only that, but there's people that do speak up in about these types of topics. These individuals just don't click on those videos or just don't pay attention to those channels, right? So it's like, well, that content probably does exist. You probably just don't watch it because it probably doesn't have as many views and subscribers. That's why you don't. Because a lot of people just tend to focus on people that have big views, and so they just want to be a part of the fucking herd, bro. Like, oh damn, everybody's watching this video. Let me watch it too. That way I could be that way I can know what's happening. That way I could be in the ends, right? That's why they do it, bro. They want to be a part of what everybody knows, right? What everybody's speaking about. They want to be in the loop. Like, well, it's not my fault you're not paying attention to these other channels that are speaking facts, bro. But then you want to call them and hold them accountable. Nah. But then, like I said, bro, to now target the whole entire group because of these individuals' ignorance is retarded too, though. Because then we would be doing the same thing that they're doing. Racist bears. Can you shout me out? Shout out to you, my boy. Fast too. Do they? But they probably can't run for that long, huh? I don't have that much stamina. Have you ever went to a Ice Cube concert? Nah, actually, I haven't, bro. Ice Cube doesn't really have that many concerts. Pretty sure he's busy, with his businesses and that big three. That big three, I'd be scoping that shit out, though. That shit's interesting. Giving these, other athletes another chance, right? Another opportunity, because they still have skills, regardless of their age. They could still outball a lot of people. Damn it, you look like your ideas. Do it. I just speak my mind, bro. What up? What's cracking like in Black Bear Smoke? Black Bear Smoky, brown bear. no mames. Hey, big dog, how do you feel about Congress members having your salaries, having 400 salaries? But what's more outrageous than that? Here's a more outrageous thing, right? It's outrageous, for example, like solar panel companies, right? The electric companies, right? Even if you attach solar panels to your homes, right? Like let's say you get solar panels to save energy, to save on your electric bill, right? These companies started noticing that, well, hey, because of the way it's going, we're not going to be able to give you guys your bonuses this way, right? Because these people, aren't using as much electricity, so we're not making as much money back, right? So what they decided to do is they passed a bill where even if you didn't use no energy, like if you use no electricity whatsoever, you would still have to pay a $45 fine to the company. Why? I have no fucking clue. Because they feel like you still need to just, give some money up. Even though, why? I haven't used no fucking electricity, but simply because of the solar panels. Why the fuck do I still gotta pay you guys a $45 fucking fee? Why? Because you guys can't get your bonuses? With your money, you're still making more than fucking all these motherfuckers and you're still living fine. Why do you still need these bonuses? And why does it gotta come out of my pocket? That is the absurd part about shit like that. And you'll be surprised how many companies, not just an electric company, but other fucking companies that do the same, bro. And there's laws to protect them about this kind of shit. That is the absurd part, bro. When people take shots at big companies, they mean shit like this, bro. Like, if I didn't use no power, why the fuck do I still gotta pay you guys, bro? Like, that's the most absurd shit. You guys think I'm lying? Just go look that shit up, bro. You'll be like fucking mind blown at this shit. Like, you would think, well, I didn't waste no electricity. Why the fuck do I still got a bill? Why do I still got to pay you guys, bro? The greed of individuals, bro. This shit is sometimes is mind blowing, bro. How some of these fucking companies can get away with the shit that they get away with. Like, you're telling me I still got a bill? How? I know, right? Uh, what about it? The issue is everyone's race has anti-blacks. But you know what? Not just with blacks though. Like look, racist individuals exist in every ethnicity, including blacks. There's blacks that are racist, Asians that are racist, whites that are racist. You know, it's all spread through every group, right? To say that it doesn't exist in your ethnicity is just ignorant in itself, right? But like I have always said, even though you have individuals that take shot at your ethnicity, say comments and stuff like that, the ones who target your ethnicity the most is always going to be your own ethnicity. Whites kill more whites than any other group. Blacks kill more blacks than any other group. Mexicans kill Mexicans than any other group. Asians kill, Asians more than any other group out there. That is how it works. Your very own is the ones that's discriminating, killing, and hating on your kind more than any other fucking group that exists out there. Statistics don't lie, bro. Those are the facts. Mexicans are killing more Mexicans than any other group. Blacks are killing blacks more than any other group. Whites are killing whites more than any other group. That's just the way it works. Now, if we're going based off of because people do these actions, that they're racist individuals, then we can say that all Mexicans, all blacks, and all whites are racist against their very own. And the more absurd part about all of that is that people somehow feel like it's okay as long as it's a white killing a white, a black killing a black, a Mexican killing a Mexican, that's all fine and dandy. But as soon as one of the other ethnicities kills the opposite ethnicity, that all of a sudden now it gets blown out of proportion and it becomes a problem and there's an uproar when it should be happening with, any other, murder or crime out there. Despite whatever ethnicities they are, it should all be held to the same standard. But it isn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's okay if a black person kills another black person, but if it's another group, they can't. Same with Mexicans, like, hey, I'm cool with the Mexican killing a Mexican, but if it's a white or a black, then nah, homie, chales. Like, what? How does that make any sense, my boy? It should be chales all around, right? Because then that shit doesn't make any sense, my boy. It doesn't. Serio. Like, that is the most ignorant, stupid thing you can ever say. Those, yeah, that's true, but sad to say that not everyone can see the bullshit, right? Sometimes it does take some individuals to point it out for them to see, to get them to open their eyes. You used to pick on me. It's cool. No, I didn't, my boy. You gay or normal? My gays are not normal. I'm happily married to my wife, if that's what you mean. Right? But I find it interesting that you said, are you gay or are you normal? What's crying like it, Johnny? Calm down, bro. It's the weekend. Hello, my. I want you. Is SPM really getting out or no? Nah, people just say that just to, create content, bro. Just to get people in an uproar. The truth of the matter is that man is not getting out. But people are gonna say that just to get people to talk. Our countries are the same. You're gonna pay a fee unless you start. Blacks is the new KKK. No, it's not, my boy. That is so crazy to even think like that, right? They nowhere near push the propaganda that the KKK. Do your history on the KKK first, and then you'll see what I'm talking about, right? Like the extreme levels that these individuals went to, to push their propaganda, you'll be mind blown, bro. And you will see that whether it's BLM or all these other groups, even though you may feel whatever you feel about these groups, they don't do as near as what the KKK was doing, bro. Not even close, bro. These individuals were doing some fucking crazy shit, bro. You'll be surprised at some of the shit that the government was letting slide, right? Like what? Like they actually fucking just allowed all this? Like yeah, yeah, real shit. And shit that these individuals, never try to do or say, right? That man, I think a lot of things. I think it's time for change. People are getting tired of being dying. Wow, I mean, I don't see how salaries are justified. Yeah, I feel you. It's not the case, and words like black folks didn't agree. I always say, when people look to create these movements and these groups, I always feel whenever you brand it with your ethnicity, that you and yourself are already setting dividers, whether you choose to say brown pride, black lives, white power, or the brown berets or the black panthers or these, the white knights. Those groups in themselves, I get it. I get their messages. I get what they're advocating against and what they're standing for, right? But you and yourself, right there, are now creating division when you are, how could I say, speaking against division, right? But with you branding yourself with that name, you're already setting dividers, meaning that no other group can stand with you, right? Like, okay, you can support my cause, but you're still not a part of my cause because you are not brown. So therefore, you cannot be a part of the brown berets. So you and yourself are already setting the divider right there, right? So you're already dividing when you're looking to unite. All these groups are looking to unite, but set dividers in themselves, bro. Because with you, just fighting for your race, right? You're dividing and separating the other groups, right? What good is uniting your very own people if all that is going to do is now clash with another group? Then there is no peace, and your push is not for peace because you still have a conflict with these individuals. Now, yes, you united your people, but what good is that if you're still going to go and clash and have conflicts with another group? Then there is no peace. Then the push should be for all humans to come together for human unity, for all humanity, because we are all the same. Then it should be like that. But you won't allow that because your pride is getting in the way. Because you want it to be about you and fuck everybody else. Because this is all about you. Right? Then this is an ego trip then. Then you're not looking to unite and for the peace and the greater good. You are looking to satisfy your fucking ego. Because there's no other reason why you do it the way you do it, if not for that. Like, nah, I want it just to be about my people, bro. This push about my people. You get what I'm saying? If it really was for the greater peace and the harmony of everything and just putting the bullshit just to the side, then you should open arms to everybody and accept everybody into your group and push as one. But you won't. Because you want it to be all about you, bro. And your views. But yeah, you want to say that you're for the peace and the greater good and the uniting of everybody. Who are you fooling, my boy? You can say that, but your actions are displaying the opposite, my boy. I don't know what to tell you. It sounds good when you're pitching it out there. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is you don't see it like that. And you want division. Why are you bald? I don't like hair. It's just been my stilo. Not everybody likes hair. There's some people that don't like to have hair. I just happen to be one of those. Now, not to say, I hate on anyone that does hair, right? To everyone meets their own, right? I am just a person who doesn't like hair. But I understand there's people that, cherish their hair. Right? So no hate on them, right? People have their stilos and styles. Too dependent on it. This is true. Did you go to Sun Valley Middle School? If blacks and really don't like each other, why do they choose to? Yeah, there's no beef with, and not just to say that blacks and Mexicans, because in these times with people out there advocating and speaking right, they always make it seem like the whites are the villains when the whites are not the villains in this, right? The whites are in the struggle just alongside like everybody else, right? They are not the villains, not the corporates, not the ones, maneuvering all of this. This battle, this war is between the rich and the poor. It has always been between the rich and the poor. You know what I'm saying? This has never been about color, skin, right? Because the white rich person is not the same as the broke white person, right? They wouldn't, how could I say, interact, mingle, or anything like that with these peasants, right? They are in the boat alongside everybody, bro. You know what I mean? The thing is, it's always been the people versus the establishment. It just happens to be that a lot of the establishment is white. But like I said, it's not the same as these other white folks, right? So white is not the villain. It's the establishment that's the villains. It's the establishment that creates these problems. Because the same. You have rich black folks, rich Mexican folks that don't see themselves the same as these peasants. It has always been establishment versus the people, bro. This has nothing to do with colors, but that's how they distract you. You focus and spend all your time worrying about shit that's irrelevant, bro, when it's against the establishment. But when people go out there and talk, they don't say that. They always try to villainize white people, Caucasians, Anglo-Saxons. They try to make it seem like they're the villains, but it's not them. You have them amongst us too. It's the establishment that's the villain. But you want to know why people don't blame the establishment? You want to know why people don't blame this as the problem? Because everybody wants money, right? That's what everybody chooses and loves and praises, money, the almighty dollar. So the problem with the world can't be the very same thing that you're chasing and that you want. Revenue, money. So it must be something else. That's why they choose to always target skin color. Because God forbid the problem with society is the very thing that you're chasing and you want. So it must be something else. You know? That's why it's always the skin tone. That's why the problems never get fixed. Because people don't want to blame the very thing that they want. You get what I'm saying? All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.